Hi friends! Last week was the Back to School Crafty Bash that my friend Mandy, who is the Pink Crafty Cottage on Instagram, ran as a virtual event. There were daily prompts and challenges, and it's run on her Instagram account and also in her Facebook group. So I'll put links to all the information below. But I wanted to show you what I have been using for my back to school notebook right now. So this is an A5 folio that I have from So What Else Is New. And I use a Harry Potter theme for Back to Hogwarts because I'm a little bit of a book nerd. So I found this really cute package of sort of A5-ish sized inserts in the Target back to school section, and I like them so much I have already gone and bought another set. So here's the brand name. It's called the Earth Collection, and I just think that the decorations are so cute. I hope that's focusing. So this is the sort of the underwater theme, and this is the one that I'm currently using. And I knew that since this year is virtual learning, I was going to have a daily sort of planner, and it was going to be a little bit more than I can record in my dashboard layout. I use a happy planner for sort of my catch-all usually. So I started this one. And I created this layout with my kids and their back to school photos. So it's a different year than normal. No backpack on the porch in front of the door this year. This year they have their dry erase boards that we got them for some of their virtual learning stuff. So, and then I just wanted to remind people who do stuff like this, underneath is the school logo, the school district, and that just came on one of the letters from the district. So always be looking out for things like that you can add to your journal. So then I have some back to school dates, and then I have the year kind of calendar here, and I did put a little flag in it so I would have easy reference. And then underneath I have their online schedules, which I don't want to share with you because there's some personal information. And then I wanted to show, because I've gotten a couple people in my real life asking me how I have time to do all this kind of stuff. And I just want to say that you can be creative, or you can have a cute looking journal. You don't have to let it be over stressful. Sometimes you have a season for the kind of journaling you can do. Right now, this was back to school week, and I did not have a time to be super creative. So I just kind of used my pens so that it would look kind of cute, but obviously there's not that much decorative stuff on it. But it's still important to have all this stuff down. And the main reason I knew I needed to keep a daily notebook is because when I went back the week after, I realized a lot of their daily schedule, especially for my son, it disappears at the end of the day. And sometimes I needed to know what we had done and refer back to. So I've been keeping some loose notes here. And then I just wanted to show you, like, each day is kind of a page at a glance. So, if you have something like this is, I guess would count as, ephemera kind of made for this. My son was writing down some things for a writing activity he was brainstorming, so I just kept this to show his writing. And then this was a day we happened to get a quick little walk-in, so I just put a little picture there. And I'm still, recording the things that we're doing each day, and it's just kind of helpful for me. I like having a record to look back so that I know that we were doing things and staying on task. And so then instead of creating its own project notebook like I did for the summer activity gathering that Mandy had, I just knew that right now this was going to be our first full week back at school. And I just had to be realistic with myself about what I could accomplish and what I could get done. And I needed to set myself up for success. So I knew that it would be best to just kind of keep this in my notebook along with all my notes of the school things. And I actually think it's a good spot to have it because I think it'll be interesting. Normally these kind of notes are maybe not something I would keep for a prosperity kind of thing, but I'm hoping that this will be a very unusual back to school year and it won't be something that we really experience again. So I think it'll be interesting to look back and just see what our what it looked like when we started with our virtual learning. So I thought it would be fun to have my notes and my little journaling about back to school in the same notebook. So I just kind of made a little tip and divider page so that I would delineate that this was something new. And then I decided to use specific colors so that if I'm looking and flipping through the book quickly, I'll know that wherever this color scheme is, that's something separate. So I did like a reason why sort of page. And then this was a selfie. This was my back to school picture, the first day of back to school Crafty Bash, because I normally take the kids' pictures in front of the door, but it just was different this year because, you know, we weren't really going anywhere, getting up and doing that kind of stuff. So I ended up taking this picture myself because my son was supposed to help me take a selfie, but that did not go well. He wanted to shoot straight up. So then, like I said, she had this or that, which you can answer with a short answer. I just usually like to give a lot of detail. You can add yes, you know, you could just say bus. You don't have to do all this journaling, but while I was thinking about it, I just enjoyed writing down some things I was recalling, and underneath here are the names of some of the kids who gave me rides to school, and it's just kind of nice to write that stuff down while I'm remembering it. So I wrote about how I got to school and then how my kids got to school, and as you can see, it's not really that, you know, crafty looking of a layout, but it does have some decorative bits, and I think it's visually attractive because it does have the red highlighting the sort of question and then my answer in the green, and I'm using all sort of back to school themed washi. One of the bonus prompts this day was to kind of make an all about me sign, the kind that I used to pass out for my kids when I taught kindergarten, and I would give them a Star of the Week poster that they would then share the week they were Star of the Week. So I decided to do something cute like that, and I just was a nice fun way to use some of my stickers. And underneath here I have my kids' names and their ages from this picture. This is the one journaling I didn't do yet because I just thought it would be kind of personal because, you know, I've experienced school as a student, as a teacher, and now as a parent. So I'm going to fill that in after all of this. This is the this or that for this day. And so again, I answered for me and then I answered for the kids, and I just, you know, got a little creative. And then I wrote about my favorite teachers and continued through here. And then I think the prompt or the picture that day, the selfie, was supposed to be school pictures, but I actually found my first school picture from my first year teaching. So I decided to put that in right here. And then the next day's selfie prompt, this actually on Thursday, was field trip. But my family, we went on sort of a little field trip on Wednesday. So we live by a metro park. My husband works by the same park, and we just all went for, got some snacks and went for a little walk. My son had just been talking about, you know, why leaves change and on his virtual learning. So we were supposed to find a sign of the seasons changing. So that's why I took that. And I just thought it was added a little more decoration to this page of my journal. And then this prompt is, what are your fondest or strongest memories at school? And then I just wrote a quick little bulleted list here. This was another question and answer. This was the this or that. So as you can see, I got a little bit creative. I made it a little fancier because I'm doing some stamping and washi tape and using some stickers, but it's not, you know, it's not a full-on sort of like spread with a lot of decoration, and that's okay because, you know, sometimes it's better to be done and to have it done and the story's recorded. You know, just do what you can do. And so this is the end. This was the end of the week right here. I took a picture of the kind of lunch that I normally take when I am a guest teacher. And then this was a bonus prompt, and then the last day. And like I said, I didn't have a lot of pictures, but I still was able to participate. Mandy gave some great prompts that got me thinking about my school years. There were, unfortunately for me, some questions that I didn't have the answer to, which it kind of made me, this exercise has kind of reminded me why it's good to have things like this written down. Like, for instance, I don't know what my lunchbox look like when I was in elementary school. And I don't know, I mean, I had a locker, but I have no idea what I put in it. Just stuff like that. Just fun little things that I think would be interesting to know. But, you know, that ship has sailed. I don't remember. But anyhow, this was just a quick flip through. I just wanted to show you how I incorporated that into my back to school sort of notebook. I have enough pages to make it to the end of September on the first half of my notebook. And then I'm thinking I will be able to fit October in here. And this is what I'm doing right now just to keep track of school schedules, after school stuff, that kind of thing. And right now, this is what's working for me.